Welcome in today's session from Nation for reviewing the software Jaltest. We're going to be exploring the commercial vehicle license, in which we're going to get heavy duty trucks, we've got trailer systems, we've got buses, light and medium commercial vehicles, and also we are having brands by manufacturer. As you can see, if you want to take a look in just Allison transmission, Bendix trailers, Bosch Rexros, Carrier trailers, Caterpillar Cummins engines, Parker transmissions, Eaton transmissions, and such, so forth and so forth, we are going to be able to see by manufacturers, right? For the sake of the video, we're going to take a look into the heavy duty truck section, as we are going to dive into we're going to be diving into the Peterbilt 557 series. As you can see, I have my favorite screen here, and I'm going to take a look into the Peterbilt heavy duty trucks. We've got 200 series, so we can see the families right here listed in this middle menu. 500 series. We have year models available for the 567 from 2013 to 2015, and we have from newer versions 2016. As you can see, before we take a look into the systems, the commercial vehicle license is constructed into diagnostic ways. We can do automatic mode and we can do manual mode, right? If we want to search by brand, by series, we're going to be doing a manual connection. But if we go into the automatic connection, basically we're going to be having a diagnostic connectors. We're going to choose and pick up diagnostic connector that is included and integrated into the system. This is for automatic scanning of the systems. What does that mean? If you don't know, due to the fact that we have multiple configurations on the commercial vehicle license, and this industry will include, such an immense list of configurations for each of the heavy equipment, we better do automatic diagnostics, right? We're gonna have 16-pin, the more common 9-pin Dutch connector, and the 9-pin Dutch connector as well. As we can see, we can run system selection in system scan, or if we want to do also a system scan and read also the fault codes, we're gonna dive into this option, and we are proceeding to connect and see a little screen on what we're gonna be looking once we run, we hook up into a machine and then we run an auto scan systems, right? So right now we are detecting systems, and we're gonna be looking into multiple for the demonstration purposes. Just want to take a peek on how the software license gonna take a look, right? If we do the automatic diagnosing connection. Sorry, it's a little bit slow here. Just taking a bit of time connecting into the system, because we have multiple ECMs and electronic models we're going to be accessing to. So as we can see, we've got the VIN number for this Daimler Chrysler vehicle. You can see we've got fault code readings and system scan on this Detroit diesel engine DD16 on the ACM. We got Comma powertrain controller. We've got TCM transmission electronic control. We've got EBS and ABS Meritor Wapco systems. And this is how it's gonna look once you connect to a particular heavy equipment heavy duty truck. Okay, right? So going back towards the manual connections, we're seeing if so now if we're doing a manual connection and we want to select the specific brand and model, we were looking for Peterbilt's heavy duty trucks 500 series 567 2016 newer version. We're going to be able to connect specifically to this equipment and do a system scan, right? So basically we're going to run a system scan, and the system will let us know what models, what ECMs and what body controllers are we connecting for that specific machine. Okay, This is for the manual connections. For the sake of the video, we are running on automatic diagnostic connections, so we can read the system and also read the fault codes on it. So this is how it looks once we have performed the system scan and have written all the fault code systems. These are the main systems. As you can see in this truck, we are reading a electronic diesel control common rail for a Detroit diesel engine DD13 MCM 2.1. We can just open up the fault codes as a demo for this particular computer. We've got also an exhaust gas treatment system controller for Detroit diesel. We've got the common powertrain controller as well from a Detroit diesel. We've got transmission control unit as well, and we've got Meditor Wapco, the Smart Track MBSP anti-lock braking system. We've got SSMA as a body computer. We've got instrument cluster display from Freightliner and the steering controller for the Freightliner, and so forth. Other body controllers, the gateway, the passenger door model, ECM, the driver control model, and some other secondary systems, right? If we want to connect into the engine for this video, we're going to take a look into the main functionalities and the main menu for diagnostics. These are all the available functions we can perform on this engine ECM, starting for fault code readings that we already performed, clearing out the fault codes. We've got system data. This is ECU data, system parameters and data groups directly from the manufacturer. We've got live measurements. If we do a manual measurement selection, we can filter out, we see a total of 275 sensors into this engine. I can filter out just pressure sensors, right? Pressure, nominal pressure on the injection rail, EGR differential pressure sensor, and I can just click on these gauges so I can have real-time measurements, and we can even set, triggers, so we can get alerts and notifications when we reach out certain parameters on the triggers. We can, even graph all the measurements. We can set a time lapse, so we can do road tests and see exactly where the fault code is generated, right? As well, we can perform live measurements with a system display. We've got fuel system display and exhaust gases system display. We're gonna check the ACU after treatment system. As we can see, this configuration comes from the EGR. We've got DOC, SCR, output, temperature, pressures on the DPF, particulate matter filter, and the SCR as well. We've got voltage signal sensors measurements. We can perform component actuation. In this case, we can actuate the pulse width modulation signals from all these components, right? Turbocharger, brake, EOBD warning lamp, heaters, fan controls. So we can perform dust test. We can also perform a full system check. We can perform cylinder cutout test, manual process. We can perform cylinder balances, compression tests, fuel system, pressures, injection rail. We can perform and run fuel leak tests and exhaust gas control pressure from the sensors. We can set parameters. We can display and modify parameters on the fan for this engine. We can perform specific maintenance functions, such as running for tier 4 regions. We can perform fuel filter maintenance, the volume control valve, the purge hydrocarbon doser, and the PRV valve. We can perform calibrations, injector coding, modification parameters. We can calibrate the EGR differential pressure sensor and the EGR recirculation actuator as well. Okay, this is a little bit on the functions menu. We've got on the left side menu the system technical data. This is information you get once you get the technical info license. As you can see, we've got general information about this particular filter regeneration. This is related into the instrument panel, what sort of region, what level of region are we reaching. We can check fuel system, technical information as well on the fuel filter, high pressure pump, injection system. We've got tightening torques related to the system components, and we can also see the electrical wiring diagrams and schematics. I can connect into the DD13 MCM 2.1 controller for the engine, and I'm gonna take a look into a schematic and electrical wiring that's very friendly, and we can have great information. As you can see, if you double click on a component, you're going to be able to see the pinouts. We can see some pictures and diagrams of the locations on this main control unit. We've got pinouts, power supply, you can see ECM, CPC. We can check these actuators and valves that are connected and pin out to the ECM. We can also have maintenance data. We've got, for this engine configuration, different types of equipment usage. If we have certain different conditions, we're gonna have certain maintenance intervals. We got city driving, we've got long trip driving, severe driving, and recreational vehicle, right? And we're gonna find out based on our usage. Let's say we've got as well vehicle and vessel data. We've got technical data. Let's say this is 435 12.8 DD13. We have information specific, as Jaltest doesn't contain or handles generic information, right? We can see engine distribution, specifications, accessory belts, fuel system, lubrication, turbo information, coolant system, tolerances, anti-pollution systems configuration, emission levels, and stuff, right? We're able to see troubleshooting by symptoms specified by the manufacturer. As we run into a specific issue, we're going to be able to troubleshoot it step by step. And we also got the releases and procedures for repair guidance, right? So this is a little bit on the commercial vehicle for the coverage on these heavy duty trucks. Please let me know if you're willing to see any other particular model. As just for a closing, you're going to be able to perform diagnostic reports. Everything that we've done today and all the data that we have recorded will be saved as a PDF in which you can export to your local documents on your computer, and then we could definitely hit save, right? This is great if you're on a shop and you are willing to have your private garage management on WorkSource. Okay, thank you so much, and this was Oscar.